Hello and welcome back to 1 Hour Gaming, where I play a game for an hour and then I decide whether I would want to do another hour or finish, or if I'd never want to play it ever again. Today I'm really excited because I am going to be playing J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings Volume 1 for SNES. This is a game I didn't even know existed, and I'm really hoping it's based on the really strange Rankin and Bass version of the story. So, without further ado, let's see what's gonna happen. Book 1, Chapter 1. The Hobbit folk lived in a place in the quiet town of Hobbiton. Frodo Baggins lived unaware. Whoa, it's quick. Surrounded the magic ring he inherited from his uncle Bilbo. It was in the evening on a warm spring day when Gandalf the Wizard had paid Frodo an unexpected visit. He had returned to tell Frodo the story of the ring. Gandalf had... Oh man, you must know the truth about your ring. This ring is the one spoken of in ancient elven verse. 3 rings for the elven king under the sky. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. Music's getting like a jig almost. 9 for the mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. In the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. 1 ring to rule them all. 1 ring to find them. 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. Alright. I'm not even sure what kind of game this is. My dear people, my dear Bagginses and Buffinses, my dear Tooks and Brandybucks and Grubs and Chubs, today is my 111th birthday, and 11th one today. Hooray, hooray, many happy returns! I hope you are all enjoying yourselves as much as I am. I shall not keep you long. I have called you all together for the purpose, indeed, for 3 purposes. Riveting so far. First of all, to tell you that I am immensely fond of all of you, and that 11 years is too short a time to live amongst such excellent and admirable hobbits. Secondly, to celebrate my birthday. I should say our birthday, for it is of course also the birthday of my heir and nephew Frodo. He comes of age into his inheritance today. Thirdly, and finally, I wish to make an announcement. I regret to announce that though, as I said, 11 years is far too short a time to spend among you, this is the end. I am going to be leaving now. Goodbye! Bye. Got interesting pixel art. I actually kind of like it. I low-key like what they did with characters. Hello, Gandalf. Hello, Frodo. The time has come for me to leave the Shire. I want to see the wild country one last time. This music goes hard. Hopefully you can hear it well enough. I agree that it is time for you to leave, Bilbo. It is also time for me to make a journey of my... But before I go, Bilbo, you must promise me that you'll leave your ring in the hands of young Frodo. Lord of the Rings was always one of my favorite things growing up. So it made me really excited because I dig a lot of the other games, particularly the ones based on the movies, The Two Towers and Return of the King. And then, like, the offshoot game, The Third Age. It is very important. Oh, It is up to you, Frodo, that you must take the ring to the Council of Elrond in Rivendell. It is a long journey to make. Will you be there to help me? I cannot join you now, but if you cross the river Brandywine, you'll find the town of Bree. I will meet you there at the Prancing Pony Inn. Liar. You would be best served to gain the help of some close friends. You will need much help on your quest to Rivendell. Good luck, Frodo Baggins. Guard the ring well on your journey. Remember, it is not to be used, or the servants of Sauron will find you for sure. Yeah, they did the Shire really well. I will miss you, Bilbo. I wish you well on your journeys. It is your journey that is important, my young nephew. There are many dangers that lie ahead for you. Now I must go. For you leave Hobbiton, you should find your friends Sam, Merry, and Pippin. They would be good company on your long trip. Wait, what about the ring? Funny, I almost forgot to give it to you. It is very hard to part with it. Here you go, Frodo. May it serve you well. Thank you. Goodbye. There goes Bilbo. And now, officially the game. Got a pretty sick-looking Balrog there. Right. So we got some cool moves there. We do not have anything equipped. Alright. This is Sam. Oops, sorry. Old Gaffer Gamgee. Hello, Frodo. Sam was looking for you. I think he is nearby. So we got our sick moves. Wheeze. Legends say that the caves around Hobbiton may have hidden treasures. It is said that there may even be a power book that will give you great knowledge. Classic Wheeze. I wonder if I can go in these, stab the door. Alright. Very surface level so far. Is this one? Rose. Oh, I have to... Hello. I want to talk to you again. That does not look right. Let's see. Can I walk this way? Is Professor Oak, like, in these woods to give me a Pokemon or something? Uh-oh. Oh, man. So I don't have a health bar, really. Do I have, like, a menu? Oh, my. It is based on the Rankin Bass one. I have an old dagger and a cloth coat. Interesting. So you, like, can't even really see your health menu? This could be really, really rough. Characters do look good, though. What is that? Cheese and crab. Oh, man. Get him. This is... Man. The moving bushes are cool. Oh, this must be one of our guys. Pippin Took. Hello, Frodo. I'm very glad to see you. There are wolves all around, and I was afraid to go across the plains by myself. Are you gonna come with me? So I kind of wish there was a sprint option here. Oh, there are a lot of wolves. Dang. That looks so weird. Oh man. Oh, I got that one hit. I wonder if I get experience points for this. There's nothing over there. Kind of like that it's not super grindy, but I can kind of go for battles when I want to. Grinding things can really wear me out quick as far as enjoying a game. So that's Pippin. Oh shoot. Oh man, it ate me down to the bones. Wonder what happens when you die. You have fallen in your quest, and you have failed your quest and allowed the ring to fall into the hands of Sauron. You must now gather courage and try again. Your password is... Oh lord. Wonder what on earth that means. Wonder if this is Mary. Okay. So that must be the way forward after we find everybody. There's Sam. Gaffer sent me to find his lost reading glasses. I can't leave Hobbiton until I find them. If you help me find them, I can go on your journey. Wonder where all they might be. Milo, I saw Pippin leave a while ago. I wouldn't go after him. There are wolves on the plains. Gaffer had to go and lose his glasses. So I guess that would be a side quest. Let's see if we can find Mary. Maybe that's him over there. Just hanging out, doing nothing. Rod Baker. The most hobbit of names. The evil forces of Mordor have been seen in these caves for the first time in a millennium. If you venture too far from these caves, you may find more than just bats and snakes. Uh-oh. Sounds pretty serious. Oh. Man. This combat is going to be rough. That much is very clear. I can only imagine what the boss fights are like. Actually, very curious. I'm one-shotting these snakes right now. Oh, a new sword. Sting, I found a dagger. We don't need the old dagger now. I wonder if I can slide down. Come on. Yeah! Not sure the violence against animals is the best message. I wonder, like, how the glasses appear. Like, what is the mechanism for that? Let's see. Maybe that's Mary. Henry Jones. Well, like, who picked these names? These caves are just very dark. If you must go in them, try to stay near the fire pits. It is much safer in the light. Henry Jones, Rod Baker. It's like a bunch of dudes. Yeah. No. Is that it? Supposed to be the cave? Oh, that's the cave. So those are subtle. Gotta find the magic book. Found a letter. It reads, Dear Mr. Butterbur, because I'm afraid of the river, I do not wish to cross it by using the ferry to the south. I will instead be traveling to the north to use the old bridge. Sincerely, Simon Templar. Interesting. Is there anything in here? Is that literally it? Alright. Maybe that's it. I'm gonna assume that's it. So I was talking earlier about the third age. Oh shoot. And it has some really great, really clean UI. The story's really good. The characters are interesting. The main character isn't my favorite because he's kind of like a hokey. There's like a confusing love triangle going on. But the side characters, there's a dwarf and an elf, a dwarf and a ranger, and then kind of a disgraced rider of Rohan in the mix. And they're all super interesting characters. Right, we got another cave here. So if you haven't tried out the third age, definitely give that a go. If you can find it. It's probably pretty hard to find, but it's not like a signature game. It's not like a Dragon Quest V or something super popular like Wind Waker. So you would probably find a copy for not very much money. But lots of Lord of the Rings lore. You run into like the main characters. You're sort of following the main plot of the story, but like a few steps behind. So like you're at the Mines of Moria and you have Gandalf join you. You work with Legolas and Gimli at Helm's Deep. This is really, really weird. Oh man. I guess I failed the ring again. You have failed. Maybe we have to talk to Gaffer again to see if he knows about his glasses. I think he's nearby. Like, if I was the Gaffer, where would I even put my glasses? Here's some news from the east. A dark shadow of a man has been lurking by the bridge to the river Brandywine. He's looking for a young hobbit, and he means some great harm. He's just into all the hot goss. Gaffer sent me to find his lost reading glasses. Okay. Guess we have to go back to where we were. See if there's any other caves. Caves don't really seem that intricate. See if there's any up to the north section of here. Now that I know what to be looking for as far as the caves go, I might go back to Pepin's area too. Nope. So it did retain that I had gotten that dagger that was over there. So it is doing something for me. Let's see. I feel like there must be more to these caves, because they've said as much, but... Found a map. What does one use said map? Let's see. Oh, there we go. So you can hide your health bar. It's this way. Okay, so this is actually big. I'm glad I was able to figure it out. Uh, Found some padded armor. We don't need the cloak now. Interesting. I'm glad we have it anyway. I wonder how, when you get additional party members, how that works. If you can play as somebody else, or if they become additional sword fighters to help you balance out the difficulty. I'm not sure. That doesn't seem accurate. Like it'd be the way, because if you had like 9 different fighters, you'd kind of think that that would be super easy. Right. And the other games I had spoken about earlier were the Two Towers and Return of the King, which you take on the roles of Legolas and Aragorn and Gimli in Two Towers, and then you get a bit of an expanded list run Return of the King. And I just remember like playing those like so completely. I put so many hours into that game. And as you get going, you get like additional things. And at a certain point, you get a move where you swing your sword upon standing up. And at that point, it's almost like it's like too easy to win because you're basically just ricocheting off. So it ends up being basically cheating. Question is, now that I've gone all this way, how am I supposed to get out? Unless I'm going back the way I came, which the environments aren't quite solid enough to know that. I'm running low on health, that's for sure. Um, oh, what's that? Like a minotaur. Found a gem. Kill it. Kill it before it kills you. Woof. Don't get anything for that? Feel better. Oh, so you have to kind of queue up your weapon. And it gave me 4 health. Game changer. Man. So I wonder. If thought this whole thing was under the Shire. What? Weird. Wonder how one access has done it. Shoot. I guess the fastest way to get out of the cave would be to just die. But if I'm making progress, I don't want to die. I don't know. Take me somewhere interesting. Right. There's no place to use this. Oh man. No. Oh no. No. Yeah. Right. Try this again with more health, I suppose. Everhard Took. I've heard that the roads are no longer safe to travel. Try to not encounter any strangers on your journey. I think once I hit my Strider, I'll be doing just fine. Took's glasses must be in one of these. Let's see. Come on. Yeah. Right. You go. There's got to be something in here. Oh. Oh, come on. They got me there. But I guess you should give a little more detail. Oh, come on. Wait. So another feature of, since this is not going anywhere, I'll keep riffing on Two Towers in Return of the King. That's really enjoyable is that they have pretty easy to set up combos. and you can like wipe out a fair amount of troops all at the same time. Oh, something. Found a letter. It reads, legends say that fighting the ring race is futile. The only hope is to flee. Now that I'm basically dead. So you can set up these really cool combos and take out like 3 or 4 troops at a time. And I remember always having fun queuing those up. And then it's some of the most fun like use of like bow and arrow combat that I can remember. Like it's pretty fluid. You can either self-direct or it'll like auto-target for you, and that's useful in a lot of ways. Even if it is somewhat somewhat cheating. The mechanics of it are really smooth. And like Gimli has axes you can throw. Aragorn and Legolas have bows. Gandalf can use his staff. So it's like a nice variety. It's kind of people talk about the Warriors games and how certain ones it feels like all the combat, all the characters feel the same. And they're a little pretty similar. Like the axes throw the same way as the arrows shoot. But I remember it being really fun and feeling different. And then you get the hobbits, and the hobbits have little throwing knives. So like that ends up being pretty fun. Try this again. And then I believe the secret characters you unlock are Faramir and Isildur. And Isildur is really strong. You play with him in the tutorial in Return of the King. Found a map. Which is all very well and good, but how does one view it? You know what? Told me never to put it on. I'm sure to fail my quest. Can't be afraid to take chances. The reaction time on the sword is so bad. So that's a dead end. Does not help that this all feels eerily similar. Oh shit. Dang. Found a map. This lacks the polish of Soul Blazer, where your sword movements are super fluid and effectual. Get away. Run. Don't defend, just run. Right. At least I found like a troll thing that I was able to beat. These bastards are brutal, and like you don't really have the reaction time to avoid them. And their AI is like seemingly pretty intelligent, so it hits you and then immediately turns around and hits you again. Like it's very good. Run. It's the only thing you can do. Oh, died in nothing. Well, I'm at about the halfway mark so far. Definitely not loving it. And I'm not sure if it's just because I suck or if the mechanics just aren't quite here without being really good. Because like the targets move faster, then I can like thrust my sword. So I think rather than beating that other cave into oblivion, I will head north towards where Pippin was and see if there's any caves there. Because I made it pretty far into that cave, honestly, and didn't find the glasses or anything. I'm scared now. Woof. So I'm enjoying the pixel art so far. I actually think it's really good. Can't like the combat. Come with me. You have a sword, I see it. Is that a cave? Maybe those like landslide looking things are actually caves. Run! The water effect is actually really nice too. This is so difficult. Try to talk to the townspeople again. Mary Brandybuck has gone south to Crick Hollow. He won't be returning, but you might meet him there. Is there a south option? The gaffer's glasses south? See what this lady's doing. Adela Took. Have you seen Pippin Took? He said he was going to the creek to the north to go fishing, but I haven't seen him in it for hours. Because he's afraid of the wolves. As he probably should be. Not seeing a southward exit. So we'll head west again and see if there's a west-south option. Southwest. Another cool thing in Return of the King is you're able to like shoot at explosives and like blow up enemies remotely, and that's actually a pretty fun mechanic. And you can set it up really good, so you can wipe out like a bunch of troops at a time. All right, let's see if we get another map. Letter, it reads. Okay, Simon Templar of all people. Right, let's check this one more time. And so the cave directly south, there's nothing in it other than a letter stating the obvious. See, it's like that stuff, and it's like AI is like perfectly synced to really mess with you. another really popular, I don't know how popular it was actually, that I really enjoyed was Shadows of Mordor. That's one I remember really liking. And then I believe there's another one that's a lot like Age of Empires, but with Lord of the Rings. So you have like elves, and like you're building up like a team of elves, and that's really cool. Can't remember if that one's title is Shadow of Mordor or not, but that's a really excellent game. And then obviously I've read the books a bunch. Really, really enjoyed the movies. Couldn't stand the Hobbit movies. They felt like parodies of the originals in quality and in concept, I suppose. I like remember being so there's a scene in the first Hobbit movie where I think it's Radagast is introduced as like a weird wizard, and he is sort of weird, but he's like covered in like bird crap, and like he has like a sleigh of rabbits. Just overall, like really disappointing. Because in a lot of respects, I like personally think that The Hobbit's the better book. So I was like super bummed when they like took so many liberties. Well, like I have to like juke them up because there's like no chance I'm gonna be able to affect them. Why not? See, it's like that one wasn't even near me. Found a mushroom, and like you hunt around and you just only find like the mushrooms are not a worthy item to have. And just keep running. That's gonna be like 3 hits in a row. I guess I should probably use our mushroom. Okay. So now we'll go up. Since going left didn't result in anything of value. Nothing that way. Let's see if it'll go this way. Yep. Equipped. So all the same items. Hmm. So cheap. Going north. No, we won't. This is just making me really want to play the other, like, actually good Lord of the Rings games. Oh, give me something. Something. Yeah. Need guidance. Here's some new. Okay. So I think we talked to everybody. Where are the glasses, Sam? Try Gaffer one more time. Sam is nearby. Sam can't find the glasses. And keep repeating the info, hoping that something will stick out as interesting or noteworthy. But guess not. Let's try here, I suppose. I am honestly not sure if I've been in this one before. Apparently I have, because that's the same map. This is discouraging. Keep hoping that I'll figure it out, but it's very labyrinthal. Labyrinthal? Is that a word? Feeling of having a labyrinth? Hmm. I wonder if I can. wondering if the gem could illuminate the path that way. Just run. So left didn't go anywhere. So this straight does not go anywhere. This looks mildly different. Running. He's been following me for a really long time. Sweet Lord. I'm already down to 5. Right, just keep going. They go faster than I can walk, too. It's incredible, really. Or something different. Found a fern. Hopefully that is... Die. Die. Yes. Wonder what the fern does. So, interestingly enough, my health did go up. And I am now level 3. What does this do? Oh, full heal. Awesome. Can I get like 16 of those? Right. Got a lockdown, so that leads there. There was a way to go right. And that was something different, so I am making some level of progress here. Continuing on. It's really dark. Coming out of it. We're here now. Just gotta try to not be near anything. Hope that this is the way forward. And a map. I don't want to go out if I can't go back in. Let's see. I will see what's on this other side. So, but if I go back in, can I continue where I was going? I was feeling better there for a second. So, heading this way. The bioluminescent worm. So this feels back to where it was. But maybe it just looks similar. They copied the map rather than making a new one. Hopefully. Those glasses? Probably not. Had it armor. Wouldn't be too dead to wear. It's a weapon. And a dagger. Or needle type. More padded armor. It won't let me take it. Interesting. We are just about to wrap up our hour, and I wish I could have gotten a lot further in this for you guys so you could have seen more of it. If this is a game you've played or seen someone else play, I would love to know what you thought of it when you were watching and or playing. I am clearly not very good at it, and I, in a lot of respects, can't necessarily think of how I would be better at it. Because the things that, like, the reaction is so slow. Maybe I just have to be better about blocking. Ah, man. Right. So, this is not one I would want to keep playing. I'm probably going to do some Googling to see what people thought about the difficulty and if anyone has fond memories with this, and just kind of see what the fan base for this game, if there is much of one, what they thought. But definitely not something I'm going to be pursuing any more than this specific playthrough. This hour was more than sufficient. I would like to go through, and because I do like the pixel art, so I'd like to see how that develops as you get further into the game. But definitely not what I was expecting, because the art is so good, but like the mechanics so bizarre. The map is weird. Like the music is actually pretty good with like the pan flute and stuff. That's nice. It's just a matter of like, why is this so convoluted? Because it all looks very similar. So, without much left, like that thing was like way gone. And see, I got that. So like you just have to really time it right, and when you have 3 things in a row, you're kind of stuck. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, I apologize for not getting further. This was quite the experience, incredibly tough. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And next week I'll try to beat a game I can get past what I assume is the first 15 minutes of gameplay in an hour, rather than taking the whole time just getting through what I assume would be a dungeon in this case. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye now.